Hey there, thanks for joining me. I received an email from a client late last night, and she said to me that she feels sad. She just feels sad a lot of the time. And she said her career is great, her relationships are great, she's doing fun things. Her life should be good, and sometimes she's happy, but a lot of times she's sad. And she was asking me, did I think she should go to the doctor? Is it maybe hormonal? And so let me tell you what I said to her. I first said, I also feel sad sometimes, and my life is great. But there are times when I feel sad. Now, for me, being happy is when the sun is shining. And being sad a lot of the time is just when it feels really gloomy. I am not discounting the hormonal issue. And we should all check with the doctor if something, if it gets dreadfully sad or if you are even beginning to feel depressed. We need to go to the doctor. We need to find out if it's something medical or if it's something emotional. But I have another idea. And I can tell you, I know when I'm sad and why. I turn the TV on Sunday to hear the 6:30 news. The first 5 headlines focused on 5 different shootings over the weekend. 5. And people were killed. That gets in my psyche, as it probably gets in yours. And as they spoke about the victims, and as they spoke about the families, and in one of the shootings, the shooter killed himself. That's sad. That is so sad. It can't help but just kind of seep inside of us. And then the fires on Maui and people who lost everything. I have to tell you, there is a lot going on in the environment around us. There's a lot going on. And whether we like it or not, as we hear it, even if you don't listen to the news, you hear other people talking about it. If you're on social media, you see other people or you read other people talking about it. It is enough to impact your psyche. And so it's so interesting that I got this email last night because I've got a webinar coming up and it's free. I wrote it, we started marketing it over 2 months ago. But it's coming at such a good time. I'm offering it on September 18th and it's called Living from the Inside Out. So remember I said, I am happy when the sun's shining. I love to feel the sun. It's bright. Everything's wonderful. I tend to be sad when it's darker. I really have a tough time in January and February because it's dark all the time. And it gets in my psyche. So knowing this, I had to figure out what else could I do. And I enhanced what I was already doing, which I'm going to talk to you about on September 18th. Living from the inside out. We have to find the joy within because happiness comes and happiness goes. But the joy within is there. It stays there. It's solid. And that's what I want to talk about because it's what I do. To lift myself up, to lift myself out of the sadness, to do what I can do, and then understand the rest I have to let go of. So September 18th is called Living from the Inside Out. And I'm going to talk about, and you've heard this from me before, I'm going to talk about why we should journal and how to journal. I'm going to talk about the reading. How do you read? You don't read for this joy inside like you do a novel. And then I'm going to talk about the silence, and we're going to begin to practice it. The more I talk to my clients, the more I see the advancement and the success in those clients who follow that rhythm. The ones who don't continue to be sad and continue to just kind of run the same thoughts over and over and over in their heads. So I've got a plan. I've got a recommendation. I've got a suggestion for you. It works. It's working for me, and I know several clients that it's working for. We've even put some on the website, so you can go see some of the testimonials. The website is ritaricks.com, and I promise you that there is a better way. What you have to do is remove the resistance and begin to want and expect to live a more joyful life. You don't have to stay in this same place. You have to expect that life is going to be different today. And I say that every morning. Today's my best day ever. Hadn't even started, but I expect it to be. It is my best day ever. And that's what I want for you all. So I'm not playing. I'm actually promising that we can do this together. Living from the inside out, living from where the joy is and spreading it, as opposed to living from the outside in, where you're bringing all this other stuff. And no, I don't listen to the news all day. I just stop. I don't listen to it all day. And yes, I'm incredibly empathetic when I hear the sadness that other people are going through. But that's when I have to go inside. That's when I have to go inside so that it doesn't stay out here. I'm able to work on it and make it work for me. And I can do the same for you. So thank you for listening. Remember, my favorite mantra is what I do today forms my tomorrow. So I am challenging you to take everything off of your calendar for September 18th from 7 to 8, because this is for you. This is for you. I just was with another client and she was saying, oh, I've got to do this. And I said, schedule this. If you are going to make a change, then you've got to take the action in order to make that change. So schedule it now and register. Go to ritaricks.com and register for Living from the Inside Out. Go to the webinar event. The webinar, because that's where I'm going to do it. I'm doing a webinar at no cost with an amazing workbook so that you can work through it even when we're over. Thank you for listening. I'm passionate about this because I'm passionate about seeing you spend more time living from the inside out rather than dealing with what's out here. Contact me if you've got a question. All you have to do is go to the website, contact us, and I will be happy to talk with you. But this is important. Thank you for listening to me, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.